everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name is Imogen. In today's video I'm sharing how to be productive in a disruptive environment. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So it can be difficult to be productive if your environment is kind of not conducive to that. And so what am I talking about? Basically, if you're in a really loud environment or an environment where people are like distracting you all the time, it can get really frustrating because you're trying to focus and here comes someone else to ask you a question, or I don't know, the neighbor's dog is like barking really loud, or just something is stopping you getting work done. How do we deal with that? The first tip that I have is going to sound a little bit disingenuous, but can you go somewhere else? I mean, sometimes it may seem inconvenient, but if the alternative is not getting any work done, it can be worth sort of packing up to go somewhere else. Even if the other place that you're going to is kind of a little bit out of your way, if it results in you getting more work done for a significant period of time, it can be worth it to go somewhere else if you can. And I know that you often can't, so the rest of the video is going to be about what happens when you can't get out of a disruptive environment. But first things first, have we tried to get out of the disruptive environment? Because it may be annoying, but sometimes it's worth it. Okay, I'll ignore that for the rest of the video, I promise. I just had to get that out of the way first. The next thing, noise cancelling headphones or headphones and white noise. So I actually don't have noise cancelling headphones, but whenever I was in an environment where I had to focus and block out noise, I just used my AirPods with white noise. Now I know this doesn't work for everyone, but I actually used the same white noise video so often at Durham that I actually conditioned my brain to associate the sounds in the video with productivity. And so now whenever I want to be really productive and it's a disruptive environment, I'll just put that on and immediately I'm I don't know, my brain is activated like some sleeper agent and I go into work mode. So yes, noise cancelling headphones or headphones and white noise, either way, it can be really helpful to sort of drown out any annoying disruptive sounds in the background. Okay, the next tip I'm going to give you is about timing. So timing can actually be really crucial in avoiding a disruptive environment. So an environment may only be disruptive at certain times. Therefore, you can schedule your best work or your deep work at quiet times, like the early morning. So I used to get up at 5 a.m. throughout sixth form so I could study, and I got a lot better at maths because I was studying in the early morning and so on and so forth, and it was dead silent. So work at quiet times if you can, because sometimes disruptive environments aren't disruptive all the time. And when I got up that early, I wasn't hearing the neighbors, or I wasn't getting disrupted by any noise from the street. So it was really, really sort of calm and peaceful. The next thing is kind of getting accustomed to it. So sometimes we can learn to tune it out. So I've definitely heard other people in the productivity space say that they find cafe noises to be soothing, and sometimes they go to cafes to work, and I relate to that a little bit. And you can also get audios on YouTube and probably on Spotify as well of cafe noises for you to work to, if that's your thing. But yeah, if you can learn to if you can train yourself and train your brain to tune it out, that can be very beneficial as well. The next thing that we're going to do is talking about setting boundaries. So if people are disrupting you or annoying you or interrupting you, then it is completely valid to ask them to stop doing that. And if they're sort of not willing to stop, then it's okay to set boundaries to say, look, if you keep interrupting me, then I'm going to go somewhere else, not talk to you for a set period of time, this or that or the other, because I need this space to get work done. And it's okay to set those boundaries because you're a finite human being with finite mental energy, and you can't have that depleted by everyone who wants to come and interrupt you while you're working, because that's just disrespectful of your time. So setting boundaries is really important. And if you want some tips on how to set boundaries, I've done other videos on that, so go check those out. And finally, be strategic with the type of work you do in certain places at certain times. This kind of goes back to the working at quiet times tip that I had, but if you know that a place is going to be really disruptive for you, you can schedule all your random admin tasks, your busy work at that time. So you got to reply to 10 emails. That doesn't take much mental energy if they're trivial emails. And so the afternoon is going to be full of people walking in and out of your office or whatever and asking you questions. That's fine, just make that your email time, and then when they've all gone home or before they arrive, then you can make that your time to work on your main big project. So be strategic with the time and the type of work you do in certain places at certain times. And likewise, like I said earlier, if you have a particular place that you can go that's quiet, then you can use that as like your designated project space, and then you can go and hang out somewhere more chill where people are more likely to interrupt you if you have just random like admin work to get done. So that's how to be productive in a disruptive environment. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!